doing? My name's Tamara, and I'm a writer, and I love books. And today, we're going to do a write-in live stream. This is some sweet, no copyright music from Joachim Corrode, and it's called Something New. I like it. You guys like it? All right. I'm not going to play it the whole time. But sometimes it's just nice to start with some, sounds. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, wow, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been around on these YouTube doing live streams. Or at least it feels like it's been a long time. I think it's maybe been, well, I haven't done one this month. So it's been at least a couple of weeks. But I'm back, baby. How are y'all doing? Let me know in the comments. Are you doing Camp NaNoWriMo? I have been doing the most half-assed of all Camp Nanos. But you know what? I'm here. So that's really what it's all about. Let me send out my link so people will know that I'm for real doing it. And not just saying I'm doing it. Hey, Jody. Hey, Jesse. How are y'all doing? Excellent. I'm doing it at a different time because it has been so hot in my apartment around 2 in the afternoon, and that's when I normally do them. So I thought, okay, I could either do it earlier, where unfortunately I think there's going to be people who are still at work and stuff, which sucks, or I could do it late at night. But the late night one, I think that would work for people who are in Europe and Asia. But most of my audience is in the US. I'm in Hawaii, so it's like time zones. Ours is like later than everybody's. So it's like, I don't know. I have to just try. So hopefully some people could show up and we could all write together and it'll be amazing. This coffee's really good. Mathematician's here. This is one of his days off, but he's going to be writing a test up. But he made us our morning cuppas. It's good. I had the worst time waking up today, man. Like, my brain just did not want to engage. It's like, no, thank you. We're just gonna, have weird dreams. Yeah, I'll be that person. So I had a dream where we were living in this building on the 3rd or 4th floor, and there was some type of fire alarm for some reason. And people were walking through our apartment to get outside. And there was a person who had like all this Trump regalia on. He had the hat, a t-shirt, and he was looking at me with the worst look in his eyes. And I was just like, what's this guy doing? But nothing really happened. So that was exciting. I'm sure you're super glad you tuned in for that. No, there was something that happened, but I can't remember. Dreams. And my friend Brandy was there, but I can't remember what she did. Ah, yes. Let me tweet out the link. So hopefully you can hear me okay and all that jazz. It looks good on my end, so hopefully it looks good on yours. Well, it looks good on my end, except for my glasses, because they are super smudged. Let me wipe this off. So I have been working on trying to name the cozy. And let me tell you what, It's difficult. It's difficult for, a few reasons. One being that the cozy cozy takes place in a bookstore, and there's quite a few bookshop kind of cozies that are out there. But I do love a bookstore. So I was trying to figure out how to title the series, and I was coming up with different ideas and Googling them, and they were all already in use. I was like, curses, foiled again. Why didn't I write this 5 years ago? Oy, 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 oy. But hopefully, I'll figure out some ideas later this evening and finally have a title for this thing. How about it? Right, how about in 4 minutes we do a 15-minute sprint to like get our juices flowing, get the mojo happening. Hi, I'm live on YouTube. Come around with me. And am writing, and how about that right stuff? Hashtag. And I've noticed that YouTube has started creating like hyperlinks of hashtags above titles of some videos. Like with mine, it has hashtag right stuff, which I found really interesting because I didn't use it in my tags or anything for the video. The video that I had to upload 3 times on Wednesday because I kept getting like weird black spots in the beginning of the video. That was fun. Fun. It's very, very fun. Rah! Nah, it went okay. But yeah, I was like, why is there this? I mean, it's fine because I do host a chat called Write Stuff every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on the Twitter, where writers talk about writing. So, that's like a hashtag that I use the most. So that's fine. But it's just like, I mean, I don't know. They can figure out how to do those things, but then stuff like not having anti-gay ads on LGBT plus videos was like a super trial. I don't know, but I'm not gonna dive deep into YouTube drama and such. And I have noticed that the ads have like changed and they've at least addressed it, though it took months. But again, let me see what y'all are saying. Hey Shannon. Hey Amber. Yay. Mm. Jody, I have done a ton of reading too, or at least I did over the weekend. I didn't read any last week. I don't even know what I did. I felt like I didn't accomplish anything, but I like some cleaning or something. I don't know. But I was just hot and kind of miserable and in a definite writing slump where I just didn't have any kind of motivation. But I had to kind of like shake myself out of it because I felt like I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I'll get into a dark mood and I'll let it linger for far too long. And I felt like that was what was happening. I'm definitely, I'm definitely prone to it. Shoot, it's 15 after. Hold up. All right, 15 minutes. Let's do this. Let's write some good words, y'all. Starting now. time's up. What did you work on and how much did you get done? I um I am kind of doing, which I know you're not supposed to. You're supposed to just write your first draft, blah 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 blah. But sometimes I don't like to do that, and I don't. I am not doing that with this one, with the cozy. I am at the moment revising what I have written. So I have. Let me see how many words are written at the moment. I have 58,461 words written of the cozy, but it's not moving the way it needs to be, it's not hitting all those points of entry for the story. So I'm working on making that happen. And I'm working on, adding a little bit more suspense, making things flow better. Some of the things that I changed later, I need to change it now in the beginning. And I hadn't really looked at the beginning in a while. Do I touch my eyes just all the time or something? It seems like I wipe these things off and like 2 seconds later they're super dirty. Anyway, so I'm just making it flow, making it right, and I'm at the chapters definitely are not correct on there. I'm looking at my Scrivener folders on the side, so yeah. According to that, I have like I'm working on chapter question mark question mark question mark, and then followed by two chapter twos. So yeah, good times, good times. But there was things that I written and I moved them around. So now I'm trying to make things flow and be cohesive and make sense. But yeah, but I'm pretty pleased so far. Pretty pleased. Jesse's working on her fantasy saga. Wrote 427 words. Excellent. Jody, hoping that after this Disney trip, you'll be inspired to write again. Well, I hope that you are. I don't know. I always feel like I'm missing something when I'm not writing regularly. And I know that, everyone's writing experience is different, how everybody does things different, but I'm just talking from my personal experience because that's really all I can talk from, right? It's like I don't know, it's like losing a body part or something. It just feels like something's wrong, something's missing, something's not connecting, something's not working. And then once I'm writing again, I feel much better. Even when the writing is frustrating or even when it's making me angry or I'm redoing stuff or whatever, as long as I'm engaged somehow in the writing process. Sorry that my nails look like absolute garbage. Oh my gosh. That's yikes. I'll be doing those tonight. I'm looking over at this basket that has some nail polish in it. Okay. I think I could throw away this stirring stick before I choke on it because apparently the choking hazard for me. Very good. Very good. Mm. Yeah, but so far so good, y'all. So far so good. How about in 6 minutes we do a 20-minute sprint? Yeah. I appreciate y'all coming out. Coming out. I mean, coming to your electronic device of choice and writing with me. Because, like I said, I was having a really hard time like getting out of bed, getting motivated. I was like, all right, Tamara, you haven't done a live stream in like literal weeks. You have not hit your goals for this month, your targets, haven't hit them. So get off of your keister, go do something that makes your hair look less of a monster, and sit in front of that laptop and talk to people who actually want to write with you and get some stuff done. So thank you for motivating me to actually get out of bed today. Is that sad? I don't think it's sad. I think it's reality. Trying to figure out this small town romance, working on 6 character arcs, trying to not make my characters sound the same. I started plotting it out at church on Sunday. Ooh, that sounds like fun. What sparked the idea while you were in church? I mean, granted, sometimes when I go to church, I zone out. But I haven't been to church in a while. Mm. Jesse is currently writing and listening to my stream from the hospital. I'm glad you're not a patient, and I hope whoever is a patient that things are not serious, so you can write and get it done almost anywhere. That's true. One of my favorite places to write, honestly, is on a bus. Um, I don't know, and I don't know why. It's something about being surrounded by people. Honestly, I hate riding buses though, so I don't do this very often. But when I am on the bus and I have one of my notepads with me, I kind of like tune into my notepad and block everybody else out because all the strangers around me and like feeling kind of uncomfortable makes me uncomfortable, but the writing is comfortable. So it's like I'll definitely tune in more to what I'm doing on my notepad than what's happening around me. Unless I'm like people watching, which the bus is great for people watching. And yeah, especially when we first moved here and we would like, let's say, go to the North Shore or something, the northern part of the island. We're in Honolulu, and but a bus ride would take like 2 hours. It's crazy. Is to drive North Shore, I think it's like 45 minutes in a vehicle, but you know, buses, right? But I would get to see so much more of the landscape and like hear everyone's different accents, as it is this island, Oahu, is it's a tourist spot. So there's a lot of people from different countries and different parts of the United States that come, and it's just interesting to like hear people and different smells. Some of them not all pleasant, not all pleasant, but it's fun when I don't hate it. I'm just really bad at like getting lost and stuff with buses because I don't know. I get very confused super easily. And I always think that I've done it wrong. Even if I'm like on the right track, I'll convince myself that I should have gotten off the bus like 3 stops back or something. And then it becomes a thing, especially if I am going to like somewhere that has less buses coming through, you know? If you're on the bus and there's not going to be another bus for an hour, you don't want to get off at the wrong stop. It really just messes up the whole time. Amber's driving home. Well, thanks for like listening, Amber. I hope that it's not too boring when there's going to be like 20 minutes of pretty much silence. I went to first service and he breached on sex. I stayed for a second because I was going out to lunch with friends. So while they were at second service, I sat and plotted. Cool. You've been reading. Excellent. Excellent. Sounds like a good use of time. All right. It's 20 minutes till. Let's do 20 minutes of writing and let's do it. Find all those good words and put them down starting now. Time's up. 20 minutes of pure D writing satisfaction. How'd you do? I um, got a good portion of this chapter. And I had originally had this chapter coming a little later in the story, but I think it works best here, definitely. So I'm changing it up so it works better. Doop a doop. But do tell, what were you just working on? And how did it go? Hi, Anicia. Thanks for cheering us on. Jessie was able to work on her family tree. Excellent. Character's family tree. That's fun. I have some ideas for this character, Issa. Her name's Issa. I have some ideas for her family tree and how it'll affect the the series later. It's interesting to think about something in terms of a series. Normally, I'll think of maybe one or two books or three, but I've never thought of like 10 or a dozen. But I don't think that I want this to be a series that goes on into like, forever. I don't want to do that. I think that even though as a reader, I love having a huge backlog of books to read in the series. I do think that with some series, it can make it stale, like, oh, they're kind of like with the Stephanie Plum series from Janet Ivanovich. Um, that I think we're on like book 26 or something, and the love triangle that has been playing out over and over again is starting to get a bit tired. Um, and I still like Stephanie as a character. I still like her and stuff, but I don't know. It's just starting to feel kind of stale, and I'm hoping that Janet. It feels weird calling her Janet since we've certainly never spoken. We did not go to high school together. I don't know that woman, but I hope that she ends it soon before it gets really repetitive. I guess so. I think that's a danger that happens when you have a series that runs on for an extended period of time. And mine is kind of like a small town in a small state, in West Virginia. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know, but I got ideas. Good ideas. Anicia didn't write today, but last month finally started working on her book. This week wrote about 2,200 words for it. Excellent work. I can't wait to have these books out. Oh my gosh. Can't wait. Can't wait to start on the next ones. Is that what happens like for authors forever? We just want to get to the next one. And once you finish this one and just get to the next one. Mm. It's just, I don't know. It's so much fun. I mean, do y'all have fun when you're writing and creating new characters and doing the thing? I find it like it's just so interesting to me. And, a lot of times ideas they might be sparked by something outside of your inner workings, but then something happens and those ideas like change and are flipped and become this new thing. And I just think that's cool. I don't know. Writing's fun. I like playing with ideas, and I like people watching, and I love creating characters and trying to make them a little flawed and three dimensional and like fully realized. Like Issa, she's definitely a different character than um, Addie and Bernie from Blood Roses and Honeysuckles. She's definitely like her own things happening, you know, and I like that. I like that they're so distinct. And her best friend, Clara, Clarabelle, she's fun. She's like she's like Issa's kind of silly foil, but she has her own serious side, and she has like her own thing, you know. I want everybody to have their own thing happening. Ugh, it's just fun sketching out a new town because I haven't really delved into this town before. And the Blood Roses trilogy, I've been working on it for years, years and years and years. So in my mind, I've kind of lived in Tiltonsville for a long time. So um, the cozy is set in a place called Whisper Valley. And Whisper Valley is absolutely new, and everything's new about it. So that makes it fun. Jesse, I have fun, but I also struggle with anxiety in general, and it makes it hard when it's saps your energy. I understand that. My new thing is trying to rest after a project to enjoy the moment in the story. I don't think that I give myself enough time really to rest, and which isn't healthy, and I don't recommend. I don't recommend it. I end up my my body will make me rest even if I don't necessarily plan it, and that sucks. That sucks. But what are you gonna do? Maybe develop better habits. Maybe try to be better at giving yourself time to relax after you finish a big thing. Possibly, but I don't know. I do want us to go camping next month and just have a weekend of like relaxation. So I'm hoping that I'll have by the end of the month that I'll have the cozy in the hands of some beta readers and have the have blood roses in the hand of my proofreader. So then it'd be really cool to take a weekend to just like unplug and relax and camp on our favorite beach. We'll see. We'll see. All right. How about in 2 minutes we write for 20? Yeah. Yeah, it's starting to get a little warm in here. So I'll probably do this sprint, then another one, and then call it a day. 'Cause I'm sweating. Ugh. There's a fan that's back here that I normally have on, but like this little one's already loud, and I didn't want to have that loud thing on too. I keep thinking of a Beyonce interview where she says she wants to slow down and be present. I feel like promoting a project is a good way to celebrate slash slow down. Yeah, you have to promote the project or no one will know about it, right? So I'm not the best at promotion. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Everything's a learning curve, at least over here. Mm. Mm. Jesse, you're a genius, and I'm taking your advice. Also, it's 10 after, so let's start writing. All right, 20 minutes. Write all the words. time is up. Make sure I turned off the mic or turned on the mic. Yes, I did. Good, good, good. So, what'd you work on and how'd you do? I finished the chapter that I was working on, so that was good. It was good. There was some things I needed to change to make it fit better where it's at now, but they were pretty easy changes, I think. Um, I'm still at a point where I need to expand more on like giving context to where they are in like the actual story, just like the descriptions of the inside of the shop and stuff like that. So I need to do more of that. But otherwise, that's something that comes for me a little bit later. I'm kind of like I think some people overwrite and I think I underwrite. And that's probably, you can blame my journalism roots for that because I try to give as much information in as little words as possible. Shayna asks, when will Blood Roses be out? I am not giving an official date for that until after it's in my proofreader's hands and I see how much more work I need to do. But it should be soon, within the next couple months. Jesse didn't get much writing to count, but worked further on the family tree and names because I realized I hadn't named more than half the characters. I do that. A lot of times I won't start naming people, or I'll let names come to me, and then I didn't name the main character for my cozy until maybe 30,000 words in. I don't know. She just didn't have the name. Nothing felt right. And now she does, and I like it. Let's see. I was going to do another writing sprint, but I really think that I need to eat. I need to eat a lunch. I haven't eaten yet. I had like a banana, and I need to have this fan on me, maybe splash some cold water on my face, those kinds of things. This is probably one of the shortest live streams I've ever had. Normally they're a couple hours, but it would be much easier than nicknames. Like the one I called cousin, but then another cousin appeared. I'm like, shoot. Cousin A, cousin B. Yeah, that doesn't work out very well, does it? I hope that you all are having a good week. And I hope that wherever you are, that you are not melting into your chairs, be like me. If you're still doing the camp thing, I hope that it's going well for you. I just realized that I need to update my hours from yesterday. So I'm keeping track of things via hours, and I wrote 4 hours yesterday, and I don't think I put it on my little thingy. I need to do that. Yeah, so if you're not doing camp and you're writing, I hope the writing's going well. If you're still stuck on the whole writing thing, I hope that you find something that gets you unstuck. Some of the like, the typical tips you'll hear is go somewhere new, try something new. I like to, if I'm feeling stuck, I'll kind of, honestly, I'll indulge in it for a little bit and just let that happen. And then I'll try, like I posted the video of me reorganizing my desk. That was part of me, like, getting back into the writing thing, just like cleaning up my area. So I'll do that. Start listening to music that kind of gets me in the mood of whatever character or story I want to work on, or just music that kind of gets me going, gets me motivated, gets me pumped. Um, Going out into nature, I find is will like unlock some valve inside of me. I really, really wish we had a porch or a lanai or something here, because we have just kind of like a concrete slab, and there's no real relief from the sunlight that comes down, and that sucks. I like sitting outside. I like breathing the fresh air and feeling the air on my face. But parks are good. Hey, Dragon. All right. So thanks again for coming, y'all. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna do one again next week. That'll be the 26th, and it should be around the same time. So be on the lookout for that. I have some video ideas. I'll be posting those. If you miss the me reorganizing my desk video, that's up. So check that out if you haven't already. And again, my name is Tamara. I like writing and books. Thank you for stopping by, and I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Bye.